Good morning, friends. In the previous lecture of the complex number and quadratic equations, we are solving the problems related to the I, and another is how you can represent the any complex number into the x plus iy form. Today we are talking about the Argand plane and polar representation. How we can find the Argand plane and polar representations of the complex number. So all of you know that the complex number, it is written in the form of the z is equal to x plus iy. And here first you find that the mod of z, then that the mod of z that is equal to mod of the modulus of the z. If you just find that the modulus of the z that is equal to under root x square and plus y square, this is called as the modulus. And after that you can find that the Argand plane, it means that you find the representation of the complex number into the form of theta. So you take x is equal to r cos theta, either cos theta that is equal to x by r, and y is equal to r sin theta, either sin theta that is equal to y upon r. So you know, if you just wanted to change any complex number into the polar form, so this is equal to as like this, x is equal to r cos theta, so z is equal to r cos theta plus ir sin theta, either z is equal to r cos theta plus I sin theta. This is the standard form in the polar form of any complex number, where r is equal to mod z under root x square plus y square, and the value of the theta, it means the principal, that is a minus pi less than or equal to theta is less than 2 pi, means the value of theta that is equal to pi, theta is greater than minus pi and less than 2 pi. Okay. And here mod z, this is the represent that argument of the amplitude, argument or amplitude, and this is the denoted by arc. Okay. So related to the problems, we are solving some problems related to the exercise. Here the exercise is 5.2. so we are taking some questions related to the exercise 5.2. all of you see. In exercise 5.2, the question number first, the question is find the modulus and the argument of the each of the complex number in question number 1 and 2. Then question number 1 of exercise 5.2. Z is equal to minus 1 minus I root 3. Okay. Then you find first the modulus, it means mod z, and argument of the each of the complex number. So first I find that z is equal to x plus iy. This is the standard form of the complex number. So this is the equation number 1, this is the equation number 2. After the comparison, comparing the equation, then x is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to minus under root 3, right? Then you find that the value that is equal to mod z that is a modulus, it is a under root x square plus y square. Mod z that is equal to under root x means minus 1 square plus y means minus under root 3 square. So this is the under root 1 plus 3, that is equal to under root 4. It means that is equal to 2. So the mod z, that is equal to 2. It is a modulus. This is the modulus, that is equal to 2. Second question is that here is asking that you find also the arguments of each of the complex number, modulus. This is the modulus, then argument. In the case of the argument, you find the value of the theta. You find the value of theta, then how you can find? Then here you find that x is equal to r cos theta. X is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. And then mod z, that is equal to r is equal to 2, right? Then you see x is equal to minus 1 is equal to r cos theta, either minus 1 upon r, that is equal to cos theta, either cos theta, that is equal to minus 1 by a value of r, that is equal to 2. Similarly, you take the value of sine, y is equal to r sin theta, either sin theta, that is equal to y upon r. You put up the value sin theta, that is equal to here y that is equal to minus root 3 and by 2. Okay. You see cos theta, it is equal to minus 1 by 2 and sin theta, it is also minus 1 by 2. But this is the values of the pi in the form of the pi, because this is the value of cos 60 degree. Cos 60 degree, it means pi by 3. But this is the negative. So this is a negative. So you can write down that a cos theta, that is equal to pi here minus, so you can represent in the minus form. So this is equal to value, it is equal to in the form of the pi, so that is equal to pi minus pi by 3. So this is equal to 3 pi minus pi by 3, but that is equal to 2 pi by 3. So here that is a negative, so you provide the negative sign. This is the sign is a negative, because you take here minus pi and plus pi by 3. So this is a minus and plus pi by 3. So it is equal to minus 2 pi by 3. Same condition here also, sin theta is equal to minus pi and plus pi by 3. Because this is the value of 60 degree. So sin theta, that is equal to here that minus 3 pi plus pi by 3. So theta, that is equal to minus 2 pi by 3. Okay. So the argument of that question, it is equal to theta is equal to minus 2 pi by 3. So here answer is that modulus, it is a 2 and argument, that is equal to minus 2 pi by 3. Okay. You taking the help of these questions, you can solve the other questions. Okay. Thank you. Next question. Next question, here the question is convert each of the complex number given exercise 3 to 8 in the form polar form. How you can convert these into the polar form? So the complex number is given and you convert into the polar form. So question number here 3. The question number 3rd. In the question number 3rd is that 1 minus I. This is the z. Z is equal to 1 minus I and you convert into the polar form. So how you can convert into the polar form? First I write down z is equal to 1 minus I, x, here the standard form z is equal to x plus I y. Compare. So x is equal to 1, and y is equal to minus 1. Therefore, mod z that is equal to r is equal to under root x square plus y square. Then mod z that is equal to r that is equal to under root 1 square plus minus 1 square. So under root 1 plus 1 that is equal to under root 2. So the value of mod z is equal to r that is equal to under root 2. After that, you know, in the case of the polar form, that x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Then x is given, it is a 1 is equal to r that is equal to under root 2 cos theta. So cos theta that is equal to 1 by root 2, and here same y that is equal to minus 1 is equal to under root 2 sin theta. So here minus 1 by root 2 is equal to sin theta, and this is the value of pi by 4, but here cos theta is positive and sin theta is a negative, so this goes into the fourth quadrant. So cos minus theta, sin minus theta that is equal to minus sin theta, and cos minus theta that is equal to cos theta. So here is equal to cos theta is equal to cos minus pi by 4. So theta is equal to minus pi by 4. Same condition, sin theta is equal to sin minus pi by 4, either theta is equal to minus pi by 4. So the polar representation z is equal to r bracket cos theta plus I sin theta, either that is z is equal to r it means that is equal to under root 2, cos theta it means cos minus pi by 4 plus I sin minus pi by 4. That is a polar representation of the complex number, how you can represent into the polar form. So this is a polar representation of any complex number. Okay, so you apply this method, you can solve how you can represent any complex number into the polar form, right? So another example I also solve related to this, how you can represent into the polar form. So the next question is that question number 7. 7 is also under root 3 plus I. This is the value of z, complex number. Okay. Then here you see, here you also write down z is equal to x plus I y. Either this is equal to x is equal to under root 3 and y is equal to 1. After comparing that, mod z that is equal to r and that is equal to under root x square plus y square. This is equal to under root 3 square plus 1 square. Under root 3 square that is equal to 3 plus 1 that is equal to under root 4. So this is equal to 2. So mod z is equal to r and that is equal to 2. This value is 2. After that, you also find that x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Here the values are given that x is equal to cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. You put up the values. The x is equal to under root 3 is equal to r is equal to 2 cos theta. It means cos theta that is equal to under root 3 by 2, and here y is equal to, here y is equal to 1 is equal to under root 2 sin theta. Either sine theta that is equal to 1 by 2. Here you see both condition, this is the positive, it is positive and it is also the positive. So it belongs to the first quadrant. The value of cos under root 3 by 2 that is equal to cos theta that is equal to cos pi by 6. And here also sine theta that is equal to sine pi by 6, because this is the value of sine pi by 6. So the polar representation z is equal to r cos theta plus I sine theta, either z is equal to r, the value of r that is equal to 2 r cos theta, it means cos pi by 6 plus I sine and pi by 6. So this is the solution, this is the polar representation of a complex number. Okay, I think all of you understand about very well. So we are solving next one other questions related to this problem. Other question is that here next question is question number 8. You see the question number 8. In the question number 8, that I, z is equal to I. It means here you compare z is equal to x plus iy, then you find x is equal to 0, because the coefficient of x that is equal to 0 and y that is equal to 1. So mod z, modulus of z that is equal to r is equal to under root x square plus y square. The value of x that is equal to 0 square plus value of y that is 1 square. So under root 1 and that is equal to 1. After that x is equal to r cos theta. So x that is equal to 0 upon here r is equal to 1 and it is equal to cos theta. So cos theta that is equal to cos the value of pi by 2. Second condition, here y is equal to r sin theta, either y is equal to 1 is equal to 1 sin theta, either sin theta it is equal to 1. So sin theta that is equal to sin pi by 2, because this is the value of 90 degree. So the polar representation, that is z is equal to r the value of r, this is a 1 bracket cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Okay, so how you can represent into the polar form? These are the all various solve examples related to how you can find the modulus argument and how you can change any complex number into the polar form. So according to this method you can change any equations related to the polar form. Okay, I think all of you understand. Okay, thank you, goodbye.